Hello, I'm Andy and welcome to Show of the Week, the only video game show guaranteed not to kidnap you and harvest your organs for sale on the black market.
Wait, do other shows do that?
Well, I don't see them guaranteeing that they won't.
Okay, well, I'm Mike, and this week I've been uncovering the mysteries of the new Black Ops 2 Zombies map, Origins. So it turns out you have to go to Zombies, then Excavation Site 64, then Dig Site, then Origins, and then you can play it.
Yeah, I'm not sure that was the mystery that people were trying to solve.
I think you find it was. Anyway, what have you been up to?
Oh, I've been checking out the latest on Dragon Age Inquisition.
Oh, is it any good?
I'm glad you asked.
So, are you gonna tell?
Dragon Age Inquisition. BioWare's back, baby, and it's got a bigger and better Dragon Age RPG for you and your next-gen console. Now, let's qualify that. Bigger because in Dragon Age Inquisition there are giant open regions bigger than all of the world of Dragon Age 2 put together. Better because Dragon Age 2 wasn't all that brilliant, was it? Come on. Dragon Age Inquisition goes back to its roots, that is, the superior Dragon Age Origins with a story of a proper apocalypse in the offing and you, the only one who can stop it. There's a whopping great interdimensional rip in the sky and terrible demons are all piling through. It's your job as Chief Inquisitor of the Anti-Demon Inquisition to sort out the Skyhole and keep the realm of Thedas from becoming a free-for-all demon jamboree.
Will you stand against it? Or lead this world to its bitter end?
This week we saw new gameplay from Dragon Age Inquisition as BioWare talked up the game's big and newly interactive world, in which you can torch ships, for instance, to foil your enemies, or smash down fortress gates with your brutish Inquisitor strength. As head of the Inquisition, the power and burden of leadership is all yours, with the weighty moral decisions and far-reaching repercussions that come with it. Also the burden of smashing monsters with magic spells or pointy things in third-person view while playing your class, gender and race of choice. Because rejoice, dwarf fans, character race options are back. You can play a dwarf, elf, a dwarf, a human, dwarf, a kunari or dwarf. Why would you not be a dwarf? Honestly, look at him.
Faith lies in ashes.
Oh, sorry, what's that? What's a kunari, you say? Only Dragon Age's race of horned giants playable for the first time in Dragon Age Inquisition. Here's one now. Even better though, as Inquisitor, you can boss your party characters around in a fight in the top-down view sorely lacking from Dragon Age 2. This will make battles more tactical encounters and less big balls of flaily magical violence. That bodes well for Dragon Age Inquisition along with other smaller touches such as limited healing and no automatic recovery to toughen you up and make every fight meaningful. It's all an upsettingly long way off with Dragon Age Inquisition due for release late next year on current and next-gen consoles plus PC, but as long as BioWare gives us a blindingly brilliant Dragon Age game we can bide our time, maybe thinking about dwarves.
Yeah, well that sounds good, but I think I'm gonna have my hands full with all these zombies mysteries, so I'll leave you to it.
Yeah, alright, I'll be in the kitchen if you need me. Good luck with that.
Alright, cheers. Is that a dead person walking around?
Hey, Jane.
Hey, what was all that shouting about dragons going on in the studio?
Oh, no, we were just talking about Dragon Age. Nothing major.
Oh, okay, good, because dragons are dicks.
Of all the creatures of myth and legend, it's the dragon who can be best relied on to ruin your day. The dragon is defined by being a douchebag as much as it's defined by being big, scaly, and breathing fire. That douchebaggery is generally characterised by nicking your gold, kidnapping your princess, and torching your flat, but it doesn't end there as video games teach us. Yeah, thanks, Liu Kang. The mighty dragons of Dragon Age Inquisition are, says BioWare, handcrafted, by which they mean their dragons don't pop up all over the world, like in Skyrim, but are rare and special, like in Game of Thrones. You know, where you can get given 3 as a wedding gift. BioWare fails to mention how much of a jerk these handcrafted dragon jerks are, but we'll take it as a given. This is, after all, a dragon in a video game.
The world heaves with my torment. Its wretched kingdoms quake beneath my rage.
Like this guy, for instance, from World of Warcraft, Deathwing the Destroyer. The clue was in the name. This ancient mega-dragon is such a jerk he nearly destroyed the whole world in his very own expansion pack, which makes him at least as bad as frosty bastard Prince Arthas, and we all know how bad he was.
What are you doing, my son? Succeeding you, father.
When Deathwing stormed Azeroth for World of Warcraft Cataclysm, he caused fires, floods, earthquakes, avalanches and volcanic eruptions. He's also got 860 million health points and is full of hate and lava, so look out there.
Die now, and await your fate in Southern.
That said, at least he's not all hoity-toity about being a dragon like Alduin from Skyrim, who has a go at you for not properly speaking dragon. You, the Dragonborn.
You do not even know our tongue, do you? Such arrogance, to dare take for yourself the name of Nova.
So judgmental, and with the cheap boss tactics such as flying off when the going gets tough.
You cannot prevail against me. I will outlast you, mortal.
Yeah, you better run, Alduin. Also, he eats souls or something. Speaking of Dragon Age, here's Dragon Age. The final boss battle of Dragon Age Origins was with this guy, the Archdemon, who's not just any old dragon, but an evil old god manifested as a dragon and leading an invading army of vile darkspawn. Not a nice guy. If memory serves, this exhausting final boss fight with him took 38 hours. I have never wanted to stab a dragon in the face this much. The dickishness of dragons isn't limited to actual dragons either. Sometimes things are so unbelievably annoying they get named after dragons, such as the Dragon Punch from Street Fighter 2. I see how you've learned how to Dragon Punch. Well done, good work. There are other moves, you know. No? Going to just keep Dragon Punching. I see. Good. This is somehow your fault, dragons. Here's a dragon with such a big ego that he requires an entire separate plane of existence to contain it. If for some reason you want to go hang out with the Ender Dragon, you'll need 12 Eyes of Ender. These are crafted from Ender Pearls, dropped by terrifying Endermen, and Blaze Rods, dropped by Blazes, those deadly on-fire chandelier guys from the Nether. Then you need to find a stronghold with an end portal, and then you can finally go and visit the Ender Dragon. After all that effort, is he pleased to see you? No. He tries to kill you. See? All dragons. Dicks.
Now it's time for the feedback, where we take a look at what you've been saying on the site, on YouTube, and building in Minecraft.
Was that a castle?
There's some kind of staircase or something. First up were your comments on last week's agricultural show of the week on Farming Simulator.
The name might suggest a top-down strategy game in the style of SimCity, but oh no, my friend, it's actually a first-person, open-world, open-ended adventure in agriculture.
Steve M says, can you run over people and livestock in your tractor?
Come on, Steve, that's not the point of Farming Simulator. Also, no, we tried.
Tonim80 is impressed, they say. This just shows how frightfully accurate the yard work simulator spoof from The Simpsons really is.
But Madara Uchiwa is, if anything, too impressed, saying, cancelled both my PS4 and Xbox One pre-orders to get this. I mean, why you need to get a next-gen consoles when you have it all right here on U360?
Possible sarcasm there. Meanwhile, Mr. Manguy17 seems to be commenting in the wrong place. He says, how much would it cost me to hire Andy and Jane to sing DuckTales at my birthday?
Yeah, you want our DuckTales Gram website. I think you'll find our rates very reasonable.
Might solve a mystery or rewrite history. DuckTales, woo!
Also this week we played Diablo 3, the new to console RPG from Blizzard.
That's probably enough spiders now, Mike.
Can never be too sure.
Mousekism, you, approves of Mike's playstyle, saying there is no problem that cannot be solved with larger spiders.
What about my crippling arachnophobia?
Some giant spiders would sort that right out. Van Devious is convinced too, saying, I was going to give this game a miss, but after hearing Mike and his overwhelming enthusiasm for the game and genre in general, I've gone and ordered 6 copies.
It's okay. I'm kind of already finding it a bit repetitive. It's not really my style of game.
Yeah, it really gets the enthusiasm across there.
Finally this week we took a look at Watch Dogs, the open world hack 'em up from Ubisoft.
What's that about, hacking steam pipes?
Yeah, I guess they run on digital stuff.
How do you do a wang in ASCII again?
Rather predictably, we had a lot of people helpfully telling us how to draw an ASCII wang.
So many people.
Did you see this one?
Yes.
Thankfully, we also had this insightful comment from SlyMC182 who says, I used to work for a company that, among other products, builds computer-operated equipment that's used to control high-pressure boiler systems. You can remotely open or close emergency pressure release valves and even control the boiler itself. So if you can hack into the computer that is controlling the system, in effect you're hacking the steam pipes and could conceivably use it to release boiling hot steam as a distraction or even as a weapon.
That's amazing. I had no idea you could do that with Steam and a smartphone.
I know, right? So I'm probably needed back in the studio, but I will catch you in a bit.
Yeah, okay, bye. Hi.
So did you figure it out then?
Yeah, oh yeah, I mean, it was tough going to start with, but once you put all the clues together, it kind of works itself out.
And
So it turns out it's a sequel to Call of Duty Black Ops. Some of the characters are even related and everything.
yeah, that's good work. So that's it for this week's show, but remember to like, subscribe, and come on back next week for more.
And don't forget to get in touch via Twitter or Facebook /Outside Xbox. See you next time.
Bye. So it seems steamier in here than usual.
Are you hitting on me?
Who even is that?
Somebody was in jail. Really screwed the studio up.